This is going to be a video that will help you with a con exercise on independent probability. I have 3 examples of different kinds of questions that could be one of the questions you experience when you do the independent probability exercises in con. Let's start with number 1. Number 1 says, if you flip a coin and roll a 6-sided die, what is the probability that you will flip a tails and roll an odd number? Well, to do this problem, you have to understand that the probability of getting tails is equal to 1/2. The probability of getting an odd number when you roll a number cube or a die is also equal to 1/2 because there are 3 odd numbers on a 6-sided die, 1, 3, and 5, and there are 6 different outcomes. And 3 divided by 6 reduces to 1/2. Now to find the probability that both of these events happen, you have to multiply the events. So if I do that, I take the probability that I roll a tail or flip a tail and get an odd number when I roll the number cube. I take 1/2 times 1/2 and I end up getting 1/4. Let's look at number 2. If you flip a coin and roll a 6-sided die, what is the probability that you will flip heads and you don't roll a 2? This one is slightly different. The probability of getting heads is the exact same thing as the probability of getting tails, which is 1/2. But the probability of getting not a 2 when you roll a die is going to be 5 out of 6 because there are 5 outcomes that aren't 2 out of 6 total outcomes. And what I mean by that, if you roll a 1, 3, 4, 5, or 6, all those numbers are not 2. Now again, just like you did in the previous question, if you want to find the probability that you're going to flip a head and you're going to roll a number other than 2, you're going to have to multiply those 2 things. So the probability of flipping heads is equal to 1/2. The probability of not rolling a 2 is equal to 5/6. So when I multiply those 2 probabilities together, I end up getting 5/12. Let's look at the last problem now. This says Kevin Love makes 86% of his free throws. This means he has an 86% chance to make a free throw regardless of whether or not he made the previous free throw. What is the chance he will make his next 4 free throws? So to start off with this problem, I know that the probability Kevin Love makes a free throw is going to be equal to 0.86. Now the probability he makes 4 in a row is going to be 0.86 times 0.86 times 0.86 times 0.86. Now there's a better way to write that. The way I'm going to write that actually is going to be 0.86 to the 4th power. Let's say the question would have been changed a little bit. Let's say they would have asked you, what is the chances that Kevin Love will miss his next 4 free throws? Now to find that, I know that the probability that Kevin Love misses his next free throw is going to be 0.14. Now the probability I have to find is the probability that he's going to miss his next 4 shots. So the chance of his missing is 0.14. So what I have to do is I have to take 0.14 times 0.14 times 0.14 times 0.14. And instead of writing it like that, an easier way to write that is equal to 0.14 to the 4th power. Sometimes you might see that as 1 minus 0.86 and then put that in parentheses and have that to the 4th power.